Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. We're going to talk about how to manage your mind at a level that you are going to get freedom from this Shanda on demand. So, I want to start with saying good morning. Where are you in the world right now? Say hi to me as you're jumping on. Yay! Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how are you? So good. Okay, good morning, you guys. How's it going? We doing good? So good. Okay, so hi Dorothy. Hi Nick, how are you? Hi Melinis. Hi Ariel. Hi Boston Better When. Hi you guys, good morning. Good morning. Did everybody have a good 4th of July? Did anybody have a good 4th of July? We saw some amazing fireworks last night. They were absolutely beautiful. I loved watching my 8-year-old look at them like this. Like he was just absolutely mesmerized by the fireworks. It was so beautiful. Hi, Esteban. How are you? Hi, Karen Hardy. How are you guys? So good. Okay, so a couple bulletin points today. First of all, if you did not watch Shanda on Demand the last 2 days, I really recommend you do. I really recommend you do on so many different levels because um, I believe that we provide the best free content online. We provide content as if, I'm going to put this over here, as if you were already paying clients of ours online. And I'll give you my strategy and my understanding behind that. Number one, the strategy is it's very hard to pick a mentor. Am I right? Or am I right? Put yes. If you struggle sometimes on maybe investing in a business program or investing in a mentor or a coach, because at the end of the day, it always comes down to, if we're being responsible, that we are worried that maybe we won't take action on something or get the results. But we're also putting a lot of weight on the people who coach us. Like, can they get us there? Right? Like, can our mentors or our coaches get us there? And I share this with you because one of the strategies that I have with Shanda on Demand is I want to build credibility with you. I want you to know it's very hard for someone to hide their character long term, right? Like you're always going to see somebody's character the more that they stream or go live. And so one is I let you into my head and my heart. I let you see my like what my character is and how I think. If I would provide you just the best of the best as free content online to build your business, then you could imagine when you come to our zone event or a masterminds, if you ever do become a client of ours in the future. But zone event's a public event, right? Like end of year. Imagine coming to our events. What would happen there? Like, I'm not the person that you should be afraid of to come up to and ask me a question at a live event because I'm busy or you don't want to bother me. Like, my hopes is that you feel so comfortable with me by the time you do come to one of our events that I could truly help you build your business and help you go to the next level. So today I've got my fun little notes for Shanda on Demand, and I'm going to dive into it right now. And it comes down to your standards. And it's hard to raise your standards. Any of you guys have a standard challenge? Put the word standard. Do you understand what I mean by standard? It's the standard is you're complaining about something right now in your life. What are you complaining about? And don't pretend like you're not complaining about anything. If you're not complaining about anything, you should just turn off the live because you're not trying to grow. If you have a value for growth, then you're complaining about something. That's just kind of my dramatic way of saying there's something that is bothering you and you want it to shift in your life. What is that for you? Go in the comment section, let me know. What is it that is challenging you right now in your life that you want to see grow, move, change? What is that for you? Be brave. Go in the comment section, let me know. What is it? None of you guys are being brave right now. What is it that you want to see? Hi, nice to see you. What is it that you want to see? Okay, so I have a confidence challenge. Okay, so look at where in your life do you need to, like, where in your life do you need to raise your standards so that you're not worried about either looking good or making somebody happy or people pleasing? Like, where do you maybe need to raise your standards with yourself? right? Like if you have a confidence issue, then chances are I can follow you. Who else has a confidence issue so we don't leave her hanging out there? Put a C. Put a C in the comment section if you have a confidence challenge. Put a C. There's something that you want to do right now and you're not doing it because you're worried about whether or not doing it right or making the right decision. You have a confidence issue. You feel like you're lacking something. Put a C in the comment section. Thank you, guys. So don't leave her out there. So if you have a confidence challenge, you actually have a commitment challenge. And if I go and look at you, well, you don't even need me to do it. Just keep track of your day. Keep track of your hours and notice how many times you don't follow through. Confidence comes down to commitment. And when we have a confidence issue, it's because we're letting ourselves down somewhere. It's not actually that you don't have what it takes to do something else. So all of us have been there before, so don't feel shy or embarrassed or shamed about that. It's about, Shanda on Demand is about, let's be honest and let's change these things. So I'm going to invite everybody who has a confidence issue, write this down. We're not doing Shanda on Demand to burn through another 20 minutes of your life. We're doing Shanda on Demand because we want to move the dial in your mind, in your money, in your life, right? So look for, if you guys have a confidence issue, look for an area in your life that you're letting yourself down. You're not committing to follow through. And whatever that is right now, if you want to be bold, you can put that in the comment section. What are you not committing to following through on? What is that for you? Put that in the comment section. If you don't put it in the comment section, you better write it down on a piece of paper. And then don't let this Shanda on Demand be, again, just another 20 minutes that is interesting. Let these trainings, you know what's going to build your confidence? Getting forward movement by watching Shanda on Demand. You know what's going to have you share this live with more of your friends or family or people you care about? You getting better results when you watch this live, right? So write down what is the thing that you need to follow through on. And it can be the littlest thing, but what is it that you're committed to following through on it, and track it. Every single day, track it. I'm doing 75 hard right now. There's an app. The app is highly valuable. At the end of every day, I have to put, did I read 10 pages of a book? Did I do 2 45-minute workouts in a day? Did I eat clean all day? Did I not cheat? Am I eating throughout the day? Did I drink a gallon of water? Right? Did I take a picture of myself every day? You guys doing 75 hard with me, that's part of it. Take a picture every day. That's been the one that's almost caught me. And so that app is highly accountable because Kimberly, the app is the 75 hard app. It's not the app for business. It's just the challenge I'm doing. And I got to do 75 days and no alcohol, right? I got to do 75 days of that. And I think I'm on day 21 or 22. I don't know. I'm rounding up a month and it feels good. 4th of July, when everybody was drinking, I literally looked at the glasses of wine in people's hands and I was like, oh yeah, they're going to feel yucky tomorrow. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel strong. What am I doing? I'm building my mindset because I'd love to have a glass of wine, but I never let myself think that way. I've raised my standards. So look for the area that you need to follow through in, and it will build your confidence. Okay, so I'm going to go through this with you today. Oh, thank you, Gail. You look very beautiful today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm actually wearing a bathing suit, funny enough. This is a bathing suit. It's like a wetsuit bathing suit so that I can keep my body out of the sun sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to start with a story of one of my clients. I got a message this morning. One of my clients said, Shanda, the company's growing. She's one of our clients that came to us. She used to make $20,000 a year. She's been with us, I think, 3.5 years. Take that in for a second. Okay, some people are nervous about coming to Zone Event because you're nervous about what am I going to be doing in November, right? Or you're nervous about, following through with your coach. And I'm just like, listen, don't do it alone. Because she started at $20,000 a year. She's been with us for 3.5 years. And this woman was scared every moment that she reinvested with me. And she is doing anywhere between $250,000 and $300,000 a month. So now she has to raise her standards again. And it's not necessarily, yes, she has a goal to go the next level financially, but she actually has to raise her standards because the thing that's driving her nuts is an indication she needs to raise her standards somewhere. Are you guys following me? Put yes if you're hearing me. Are you guys having clear hearing this morning? So her team that she worked with before, your virtual assistants, even your marriages, you guys, your relationships, there was a time in my life that I was good with taking care of every ounce of anything in my personal life. And now I'm just not good with that because I have two companies. I feel the motivation and the hunger in me growing. In other words, I feel the blessing of just incredible energy just pulsating through me. I feel like I'm watching things that were hard close and things that are from heaven open. Like I'm seeing abundance everywhere. And just as I raise my standards, both with the people I work with, both with not apologizing for who I am, right? Like who you are is your culture. I love scripture and I love God. I also love people who are Jewish, Catholic, and New Age. I still love them. I have friends who are gay. I love them, but I'm still biblical and I believe what I believe, and I'm not going to apologize for that. Like as if I need to people please to be friends with anybody who has a different opinion or a different lifestyle than me, right? Like I'm not going to apologize, and I hate judgmental people. Drives me freaking crazy. So that's me being really honest, right, about the things I complain about behind closed doors. And when I use the word complain, I'm dramatizing it, right? It's the things that I have a comment about, right? Or a trigger about. So the things you have a trigger about are actually an indication that you have more power than you think. You have more power than you think. And that you 100%, my friends, can go have that conversation with your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your best friend. I had an aha moment years ago where I was like, wow, the woman I called best friend wasn't there for me when I miscarried. She's not a bad person. She wasn't there for me when I met my husband and I was walking through trying to figure out how to commit to my husband. I like she really has not been there for any of my hard moments, but I still called her best friend. Any of you guys in a relationship like that, you still call your high school friend your best friend because there's almost an attachment of security to that. But they really don't level up as your best friend, right? Like, and there's also these rules that your best friend has to be your best friend for the rest of your life. But there are seasons where, in my opinion, that I've realized for me on my journey, it might not be yours, that there are seasons that I have certain friends that are really serving the best friend mode, the best friend, area. And I don't find that it's like back to that old scenario, like some people are there for a season, some people are there for a lifetime. And it takes endurance and compassion and love to really vest with someone for a lifetime. You hope that's your husband or your wife, right? It's very tough. You have family members that sometimes you're really close to, and other times you're not as close to. Does that not make them a family member? No, but it does, in honesty, mean that you might not be as close as you used to be. If you want to make that closeness happen, raise your standards. Maybe you become unreasonable where you fly home every quarter. I have a girlfriend in Puerto Rico. I think it's every 6 weeks. She flies back to Arkansas to be with her daughters. It's unreasonable. Her husband does not want to do that. Is her husband wrong? Well, if she battles him on it, it will create separation in their marriage. So she doesn't judge it. She's not mad at it. He just doesn't need the same level of connection that she does because they have different visions. So I share that with you because number one, it's time for you to stop judging the people in your life that they have a different vision than you. Number two, it's time to look at and own the responsibility of the areas in your life that are sucking you dry, that you are feeling an emotional trigger, instead of blaming, outsourcing the responsibility or thinking that you're going to change someone. Like my friend and her husband who doesn't want to fly back every 6 weeks to Arkansas, instead of playing that game, which is, by the way, a complete loser game. Like you want to talk to me, and I know people get triggered when I say this, but it's probably because you might be living here somewhere in your life. If you act like a loser, you're going to feel like a loser. Hear what I'm saying on this. It would be a losing strategy for my friend to attack or make her husband feel wrong about not flying back to Arkansas every 6 weeks. It would be horrific for their marriage, and it's also highly controlling, right? And so I want to ask you something. I got two questions for you. Number one is, what is it that you want? Because your triggers are connected with the fact that you're not getting what you want, and there's a block. And it's going to feel really frustrating if you continue that way. I'm going to give you some relief. Are you guys happy about that? Put yes. If you're happy about that, put yes. If you're happy about getting some relief here, put yes. Okay, so look for what is it that you really want. So what do you really want? Right? Like, I really want to grow one of our companies and sell it. I really, really want to do content and vision in my company, and only that, right? Content and vision as we grow the company. So what triggers me, right? So that's the same question for you, right? So what do you want? Don't make it wrong. What triggers you? Okay, so what triggers me is slow decision making. It triggers me, right? If I took all of my, like, let's say if I took all my key leaders, this is how I think of it, and I attached their bank accounts to the overhead of Heartcore Business or Heartcore Works. If I just attached all their bank accounts and I said, great, all of the expenses are connected to your bank accounts, and all the profits are going to be divvied up into everybody's account equally. So when expenses are high, they probably make decisions a lot faster. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because they're connected to watching their bank account go down. If I don't know, credit card declines, or people not showing up to their masterminds, or people not showing, so we have directly correlated people who don't show up to their mentor calls with us, they fail, they lose. I mean, the people who have a coach with us, they don't lose. We have a high finish rate. So when you look at it, and this was a problem that we did have last year, where it was like we opened up a program where people could mentor with us without a coach. And those are the people who flounder. Well, people who do, like, it was a blind spot. I'm thinking that I'm helping people rise up in the ranks of entrepreneurship and finding a way to give them access to the knowledge, right? Give them access to the knowledge. Some of you guys, this is going to help with if you have courses online. Who has a course online? Write the word course. Who has a course online? Write the word course, right? And so if you sell a home study course, people don't finish it. So no wonder they feel defeated, like people let them down, like money is hard to make, like relationships are hard. Whatever course they buy, if they buy a home study program, they don't finish it. The statistics are staggering. So then, like, who are we as course creators if we keep selling courses without any sort of accountability, mentorship, coaching? Well, mentorship, coaching, if it's you, it means you can only take so many people, and then your money's capped, and so is your business. So then you have to find other people you have to pay that are good, and then you have to train them. And so now your expenses go up, which means you have to charge more. Like, there's just no way around this, right? And so the instead of taking the responsibility upon yourself to meet people at their income levels, I'm going to encourage you to spend your time influencing people, like we do on Shanda On Demand, to have people have faith in themselves that if you can see it, you can sell it. If you can see it, you can be it, right? Like, in other words, you get success. When I was losing 3 homes into foreclosure, I invested $21,000. There was 0 payment plan. Probably one of the best things they did for me, because I had to figure out how to borrow $21,000 from, it ended up being 2 people. Nobody from my family, some guy that asked me out on a date and didn't know me, and another guy that I knew, Daniel, right? And I had to have the courage to go ask them, because the deal was going away. Some of you guys don't like urgency bonuses. You don't like things going away. You don't like pop-ups on websites. And I'm like, you got to get over it, because you're spending more time complaining about things because you're not doing them. See, when we're off purpose, we complain. When we're on purpose, we have high bandwidth for the people we love. We're kinder, we're nicer, we're less critical. So I'm going to invite you to take your power back today and to ask yourself, what is it that you want? Where are you triggered? Is this helping you guys? Put yes if it is. What do you want, and where are you triggered? And I want you to, so say my trigger was my husband, which it's not. I actually asked my husband yesterday on our 75 hard workout together. I said, between 1 and 10, where do we stand? And he said, a 9. Isn't that great? We're a 9 right now. I love that. But say he was my trigger. If my husband was my trigger, then I have to pull my trigger back to me and say, what do I need to change to not have that trigger? Because the trigger takes me out from getting what I want. And every trigger in your life, whether it's directly correlated or directly connected with your goal, or it's just in your atmosphere of your home. So you guys, do you know what I'm doing at Zone Event in the end of November? Any of you guys want to know about Zone Event? Put the word zone if you want to know about Zone Event. If I see the comments say zone, you want to know about Zone Event, I'll tell you about it. But you know what I added to the Zone Event end of November? I ended this thing called, we have a whole, we have 3 hours dedicated to your life. Because if your life isn't working, your business isn't going to work. Because the stress, most of the stress is coming from something in your private life. That maybe you have a spouse that won't let you go. Maybe you're dating somebody that just keeps telling you that you don't need to be motivated by that. Maybe you got a family member that just says, Crystal, it's not all about money. Or Ellen, maybe you got some insecurities, and every time you talk to your sister, she's like a bird pecking at your vision, and you just feel yourself going toot, 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 right? And so you got to understand how to lead your atmosphere of your life as well as lead your marketing so it's tangible and equals money. So I will tell you guys about Zone Event. I saw a bunch of you guys ask. So here's what I'm asking you today. What is it that you want? Hopefully you're clear. What is the trigger? And then do you know how to get to where you want to be? So I want you to put a yes or no. Do you know how to get to where you want to be? Yes or no? Yes it might be yes, I know how to get to where I want to be. I know what I need to do, but maybe you're not doing it. That's HCL. You should be in my HCL program. Put in HCL if you need leadership to follow through. Put in the word HCL. I'll contact you and let you know. Okay. If you don't know what you're doing, then you need to get help. You need to ask, who knows? If it's in business, I invite you to send me a direct inbox message. It might take me 2 days to get to you. I'll get to some today. But if I need you to put SOD, so I know it's from Shanda On Demand. So SOD, and then give me your question. Don't give me a long thing in my direct inbox message, because then I won't want to open up opportunity like this. But if you don't know how to get to where you want to be, and it has to do with business or it has to do with leading somebody in your personal life, then put SOD in my direct inbox message. Just go do it right now if you can, SOD, because you'll forget and this opportunity will close. Put SOD in my direct inbox message and ask me the question. And I promise you, I give you my word, you'll get me, I will answer. Okay, so I will arrest my team. I'll ask my team not to touch any of my social inbox messages for the next 48 hours. And I will go in and I will answer questions for you, okay? Because if you're not clear, you will, my friend Bedros calls it, I don't know if you know this, but I think it's Rottweilers or German Shepherds. They will dig holes in their backyard. They'll dig holes all over their backyard until they're really clear about their purpose. If you know what you want, but you don't know how to get there, if you know what you want, but you don't know how to get there, well, then you're going to dig holes in your life. And the people you love are going to become your targets of triggers. And you'll be more triggered with the people in your life that will take you off focusing on what you want to create. So if you need to ask me a question, so I see Denise, a couple of you guys putting SOD, send that to my private inbox message, okay? Because when I answer you on the comments, I won't get the same results, okay? You won't see it or whatever. So just send me an inbox message, a direct inbox in Instagram or Facebook, and just put SOD and ask me the question, and I'll answer you in the next day or two, okay? So I'm going to end on this. So you guys know Zone Event's coming up, right? And it's November 28th, 29th, and 30th. I don't know if this will show up backwards, but But basically, that's the best way to say it. Day one is all about opening up your mind so that you can become a legacy creator. What that means to me is the reason why I was able to sell 20, 25 homes in the real estate industry. When I was in real estate, I sold 20, 25 homes about every 2-3 weeks as an agent. How did I do that? Instead of trying to sell, a legacy creator looks at what's in it for my joint venture partner. When I create a product or program for you as a business coach, I don't start with, I know what I want. Like, I know that I want to make money. I know that my self-worth is connected in my purpose. The more of you that come to Zone Event, the more I know that I am doing my job effectively to create legacy marketing plans, right? But I start everything with what's in it for you. I start I want this to land right. There's a certain mindset that connects with millions. And it is not just work ethic. It's being able to unleash what you need and want and grab onto what other people need and want, and to orchestrate a deal that you can rely on that's going to come together. I mean, imagine if at Zone Event, I can show you how to get in front of 5,000 people in one month, because I can do that. And I will do that at Zone Event. 5,000 people in 1 month. I'll show you how to do it at Zone Event. But some of you guys have a mindset, a poverty mindset, that won't even let you step into that purpose. Some of you guys are like, let's go, Shanda, I got it, right? And I'm like, that's so awesome. But are you doing it, right? And so day one of Zone Event is, how do I get your mind to unlock at a level of legacy that you think bigger, play bigger, and not because you're setting big goals that you don't hit, but because you set deals that actually have you reach more people, deals that help you scale faster, deals that help you go from $20,000 a year to $3 million a year. That's not an income claim. I don't even know if you want that in your life, but you get the point. Like, it has you move there faster, and that's a legacy mindset. It's not, I just want to make a little bit of money and pay off my credit card. It's a different game, right? Like, I'm not interested in that game. That game takes your whole life to grow a profitable business. I want to show you how to grow a business on day one of Zone Event, right? I want to show you how to grow a big business that is bigger than you, so that you can take a break. Does that make sense? So that you can actually be in a position that you can take a vacation and not worry about the whole thing falling apart. That you can rely on being able, even at Zone Event, imagine this at Zone Event, being able to create a partnership at Zone Event that completely transforms your business. I mean, I have clients that are doing millions and millions of dollars a year. Some of them doing $1 million a month. I mean, there's some ballers coming, and there's some new business owners. They're like, I'm not going to stay a new business owner for that long. I'm going to get up to the 1%. So that's day one, legacy mindset, and how to figure that out. So after day one, you're going to have a strategy. And that strategy, you're going to see it, lock into it. And day two of Zone Event, I'm going to put up the URL for Zone Event. It's called thezoneevent.com. thezoneevent.com. Day two of Zone Event, if you like that, is you're going to walk into day two with your strategy. So this is very different than any event. Am I right or am I right? You guys, how many of you guys have been to an event? You get to the end of the event, you go home and you're like, that was an awesome event, but I did nothing with it. And I still feel overwhelmed. I still feel unclear. That's not happening, right? And so day one is, how do we get the strategy? But the strategy is going to be a legacy creator strategy. It's going to be one that you're not afraid of. It's going to be one that you feel super inspired. That's going to create massive level of security for you. You're going to reach 5,000 people or more with that. Day two is, what's the strategy, the how, right? So day two is all about your money. It's the how. So I'm going to teach lots of different how to. They're going to be all freedom funnels. So we're going to have things called money spot sessions. And they're not all going to be relevant to you. Right? In fact, if you've got a friend to go to Zone Event, I recommend that you go to thezoneevent.com. We have a sale until end of day today. Go to thezoneevent.com. We have a sale to the end of day today. It's still our 4th of July sale. Get a friend to come with you, because you might have one strategy and they might have another strategy, but I guarantee you're going to find a strategy on day two that is going to be your freedom funnel. It's the thing that you can go all in on that you know tangibly will create a result for you. Day 3 is going to be expanding your marketing, expanding your mindset, but it's also about your atmosphere. Because if your life is falling apart in any way, relationship-wise, kid-wise, you're feeling guilty, you got family members that just keep pulling you down and they don't mean to. I mean, they don't mean to, right? But they had a different vision. My mom had a different vision for her life than me. She has different values, right? Same with my parents-in-law. They have different values, right? You have your life, but there's an atmosphere that you can't get rid of. And we need to know how to lead that effectively so that it doesn't pull you down, but it adds to the cheerleading of your success. So that in all is Zone Event. You'll walk out with the strategy, you'll walk out with your freedom funnel. And there's something when you go to thezoneevent.com, unless you buy a diamond ticket. Diamond tickets, that's the smartest ticket in the house. I don't know how many of those we have left. I'm sure it's not very many. It's probably just over 100 or 150, something like that. But the diamond tickets on thezoneevent.com, you get what's called a money and mingle with that, which means on day 0, the day before the event. So Zone Event is in Austin, Texas, November 28th, 29th, and 30th. On the 27th, which is the day before Zone Event, we're going to have a money and mingle session, which is basically a party to get to know everybody that is coming to the event that is really committed to committing to being an excellence where 2024 is going to trump 2023. So we're going to shut down 2023 the right way. My friend Jesse Itzler always says people don't know how to shut down a year. When he said that, I was like, oh my God, that's so right. I had never taught that before. Did you know you need to shut down a year a certain way? You actually need to close out a year to be effective to go into the next year. So the Money and Mingle, we're going to show you how to close out a year, and you're going to meet with a lot of great people. And the concept is who you doing business with at this event. We're mingling you, who you doing business with. So if you go to thezoneevent.com and you do the diamond ticket, that's included. If you don't do the diamond ticket and you do general admission or the save and bundle, the save and bundle allows you to bring 4 of your friends to the event, 5 with you. So the save and bundle, right? So you can go look at the save and bundle, and that allows you to bring a group of friends to Zone Event. So hold on one sec. So if you are in a place that you want to do, let me see here, hold on one sec. If you are at a place where you want to do save and bundle and you want to bring 4 of your friends with it, that's an unbelievable savings as well. When you purchase either the general admission ticket or the save and bundle, the ticket, it'll send you to another page to add the Money and Mingle if you want to do that. I highly recommend you do it. All right, you guys, tomorrow, I wish I could play you the pocket coaching. I have pocket coaching going out tomorrow morning for everybody who's on our email list. And we're going to share with you what we're going to work on tomorrow. But what we're going to work on tomorrow is how to have the biggest July possible. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how to have the biggest July possible. If you have a desire to be on a Zoom with me after Shanda On Demand to hot seat and start to make money beforehand, I'm going to share, you guys on Facebook, you can look above in the description on how you can add the Zoom VIP to your scenario. Oh shoot, I forgot something, you guys. I can't believe I forgot this. You guys, I have something crazy. So everybody who goes to thezoneevent.com and gets a ticket today, we're going to give you six trainings every single month, all the way to the Zone Event, to have you start making money today. Okay, no, listen to me. It's called The Club. We sell it for $700 a month. I almost forgot this. If you go to thezoneevent.com, we're going to gift you 6 live virtual trainings a month with my husband, and we're going to focus on money-making activity and how to actually have you focus on making money now. So literally with your Zone ticket, if you jump in today, any of the tickets, the diamond ticket that includes the Money and Mingle party the day before, the general admission, or the save and bundle where you bring your friends with you, we're going to unlock the club trainings, which is a virtual training where we show you how to focus on, like, we don't want to wait till Zone Event to make money, right? We're going to show you how to make money like right away, like 6 times a month if you grab a zone ticket today. So that's available for you today. So you should go do that. Don't think about this. Just come to Zone Event. Let me show you how to get your marketing in check, your mind in check, and your life in check. But we're also going to show you, we're going to unlock our club training for you between now, right? Between now, every Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to train you. Every Wednesday, Thursday, how to focus on money making activity and how to sell, how to get sales volume. I mean, this is just a crazy offer. Anyway, I'm done with talking about that. You guys are crazy. Like, you should go to that event, thezoneevent.com. So, okay, so tomorrow I'm going to do this from Zoom. I'm going to stream on all the platforms, but if you want to jump on Zoom with us, you can upgrade to the VIP experience, and you can do that up in the description of our YouTube and our Facebook. You could do that. Instagram, you could just send me a DM that says VIP. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big, big day. Tomorrow we're unlocking your mind. Tomorrow we're working on how do we get the biggest financial cash month that we've done yet, which means you need to set the target. I'm going to show you how to set targets tomorrow. And we're going to have an extraordinary Shanda on Demand tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. If you got a friend that needs to come to Zone Event with you, make sure that you send them this live or send them the Zone link. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye.